And first is housing, affordable housing, and also what's known as workforce housing. And of particular interest this year is the notion of introducing a permanent revenue stream to pay for future investments in housing stock. And two of those principal revenue streams, permanent revenue streams, would be an increase in the transfer tax, real estate conveyance tax, and also a bond issue. Thoughts on that as a funding mechanism? Is that something that you support, and do you think you will be able to get the support of your fellow legislators on those points?
Well, earlier this year, Laurie, the Senate came out with three major priorities: education, prescription drug, high cost of prescription drugs, especially for the elderly, and also housing. Housing obviously is very important because if you're looking to grow your economy, if you're looking to attract companies to come here, obviously you need the workers and you need the accommodations for where those workers can live. We have a shortage of housing right now, and there's not a lot of housing stock that's available according to a lot of the realtors that I speak with. So we have to take a look at how we can address that particular situation. And it's not necessarily affordable housing for the most part. It's, as you said, low-cost housing, or what you might call housing for workers who are going to come into the state. Obviously, they need a place to live. So I think if you look at the prices of the housing that falls into that particular category.
What is it?
It's somewhere around the $200,000 to $325,000 market, or a little in excess of that. We really haven't figured that out yet, but we are going to have extensive hearings. We've looked at the housing issue. We did legislation yesterday, Senator Metz's legislation on housing discrimination. So we're going to take a whole look at that issue, and we're going to see what the barriers are to housing. A lot of cities and towns, a lot of municipalities don't want to go through that process, only because they feel that their education costs are going to increase with additional families that might come into the area. So we're taking a look at the whole picture. Massachusetts has a plan where they reimburse some of the cities and towns for what we might refer to as the educational impact that additional housing would cost. So we're going to take a look at the whole picture and hopefully improve the housing market in Rhode Island.